Okay, we're here at Sarajevo in a different jet because Flying Singer flies one of these, and to see him in multiplayer I had to have it as well. And even though I'm just 10 or so missions into the world tour, I couldn't resist giving this thing a go. I loaded up the livery with teeth on the front. I thought that might help me. See, it looks pretty neat. And it's certainly a glorious model. Look at that. Wow. As it taxis out. So I'm going to fly northeast from Sarajevo around the city, try to land in a new jet. Look at the mountains over there. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Looks like the flaps are about half down, I'd say. Alright, let's get in the cockpit, see what it looks like. And first surprise is we've got a head-up display in this thing. Second one is, can't zoom back to my normal, that's normally where I like to sit. So I'll put my cockpit up. Looks something like that. It's about the right. And yeah, that's cool. I can still look over my shoulder and out at the side there. Okay, it's got all kinds of fancy, couple of electronic displays. It will not unlike what I've done to mine actually. Okey-doke. So let's lock the view. So heading west. Okay. Is the engine going? Yeah, it's pretty quiet, but I'm getting some RPM, 25,000 and 6,000. All pressure, temperatures all working. And good news today, my airspeed indicator's working so far. Anyway, it's a bit quiet, but that's all right. Let's parking brake off and be prepared to be surprised, I guess. Luckily, we're only going so 50 knots. So well, doesn't seem as susceptible to crosswinds as the Mackie, which I'm happy about. Rock solid. Up we come at 130 knots. Gear up. Flaps up. And let's have a look around. Give us full screen. Wow. Looks gorgeous. And what did I say? I'm going to head that direction, didn't I? Northeast. Fly counterclockwise around the city. Gee, it feels great. Very smooth. I'm liking this. And you feel kind of cozy with those explosive threads over your head to shadow the canopy if you have to bail out. It's kind of comforting. Let's go right around the edge of the city because it's not that big in a jet like this. Buildings look great. Let's talk to this guy. Mike India Golf 1.
Sarajevo Tower 007, frequency change.
Okay, let's get my view back to where I want it. Zooming me in, that's all right. You can go into the each aircraft and set your default seating position up, which if I fly it again I will do, and boy, it feels so nice. I might be doing it. So this is a good view actually of Sarajevo. I think that's the main part of the city, and this kind of a valley. Never really looked at it before. Surrounded by sweeping mountains, very majestic. Yeah, it's a long valley that comes up from that direction, from the south, and then this one across here, east and west. So let's well, because this is the kind of thing you're supposed to do in this aircraft, let's duck down this valley and fly back into the city. Now this zoom I can't really read the HUD, but which is there. I'm not really worried about it. And there's some anti-aliasing setting I'm supposed to turn on or off to make it clear, but that's okay. I don't really need to look at it. I've got my own stuff happening down here. And it's all nice and smooth. Okay, let's look to go back down that valley. If I can find it again. I think. Yeah, I think if we go down here we should be right. Beautiful woodland, look at the great colours. Wow. Yeah, you're getting some really high quality experiences in this sim. Yeah, I think this is about where I want to be. 300 knots, looks good. It feels smooth as silk. Let's go back to full view there. So easy to handle. Very well behaved. Yeah, this is the valley. Bitch and Betty's telling us to pull up. That's what she's for. And I believe, I probably took a wrong turn here. Definitely did. It's very picturesque, but that's not the city we're looking for. Almost got a stall warning there on my dash. So you can see the light come on when I heave back on the stick. Yeah, which is fair enough. Yeah, so I totally lost, I just turned up the wrong valley, which happens. So it looks like here's a default thing to do if you come to Sarajevo. There's plenty of great valleys to fly around in. So here's the stall warning. There's the city. It's only when I pull all the way back on the stick. And of course there'll be an alpha indicator somewhere that tells me why that's happening. I think it's right next to the input panel there on the left, I think. Well, that tells us we're flying at 10 degrees. I guess we are. That's what it says. Did put the flaps up, didn't I? Yep. Oh, look at that. Wow, looks like HYDRA headquarters. Awesome. And then we're into the city. So let's fly around the city as I said I would. Well, this is fun. Counterclockwise direction. Playing field over there. Nice. So we're back right off. We get down to 200 knots pretty quickly. Let's crank it up though. Fly through this gap over here. So nice. I've also turned the head bobbing acceleration movements off. They're great if you're flying in the virtual cockpit, but when I'm trying to coordinate it with this, and you've got the view locked, it's really annoying if the cockpit bounces around. So, pros and cons of all approaches, but you've got a lot of flexibility in this sim to set it up the way you want. Okay, so there's the city. A lot to explore there. Be a great helicopter area. So if I'm right, the airport took off from should be just over this hill. Of course, it's a big if. Wow, great view. Awesome. Let's have a look. Roll rate is good. Nice and agile. Now, where's the airport? It's got to be back there somewhere. Yeah, let's Well, we could pull up a map. We could just ask. Channel 1. Oh, channel 2. Actually. Oop, back. Yeah, we want 1.
Sarajevo Tower 007 is 10 miles east with Alpha to land.
Oh, 1 mile east, we're pretty close.
Fly straight in runway 29er.
Alright.
Altimeter 29er decimal 9er to wind 267 at 7.
Mike India Golf 1.
Make straight in runway 29er 007.
Okay, in that case, we'll keep going this direction. Do an about face, and we slight adjustment. We should be right to land. Let's give ourselves some space because it's the first landing I've attempted in this great aircraft.
Generic Romeo Golf Sierra cleared to land runway 29er. Wind 267.
Lose some speed in this turn. So I've got full back stick at the moment. I'm not getting a stall warning, but it's losing speed quickly. About 100 knots lost in that turn.
Cleared to land runway 29er Generic Romeo Golf Sierra.
So I could check the map, couldn't I? And zoomed out too far. Let's zoom in. Oh yeah, okay. It's about 10 o'clock. Let's pop the speed brakes. Get the gear down. Oh yeah, we can hear that travelling. And I think I'm, as usual, it's about 1 o'clock, so it must be behind that hill. I'm going to ask him.
Sarajevo Tower 007 is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport. 007 airport is 1 o'clock 11
Yeah, okay. Wasn't too far off. Flaps down. $1 o'clock. Okay. Really? I don't know about that. I think it's... Is it 1 o'clock? Or is it 11 o'clock? I think we've got to find it. Gear up. Flaps up. Let's get the speed up before we hit those trees. And let's get some altitude up. I think we're kind of out in the sticks. Well, he reckons we're pretty close. The controller. Certainly great looking. I reckon it's got to be over there. Somewhere. Let's ask again.
Sarajevo Tower 007 is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport. 007 airport is 3 o'clock 8 miles.
3 o'clock 8 miles. Okay, I was 90 degrees left. What's the stall warnings with my ham-fisted approach then to the stick? Okay, it's got to be this way. 8 miles, eh? See if we can pull it up on the map. According to the map, it's back behind us.
Generic Romeo Golf Sierra turn next taxiway.
Let's try our backup map. Doesn't really tell us where the airport is. Okay. Now we're getting a warning, probably could be fuel warning now, stall warning. Got the flaps up, gear up, some kind of warning. Okay. Radar lock on. Shouldn't be. Check 6 though. Looks clear. I'm going to ask him again. He must be getting sick of me by now.
Sarajevo Tower 007 is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport. 007 airport is 7 o'clock 12.
Okay, so we're heading at 040, so let's turn to reciprocal heading. Should be at 2440. Gee, it's hard to see this airport. Yes, okay, well, if I zoom the map in a bit, might help. LQSA is the airport. Indeed, we're heading straight towards it. Okay. Okay.
121.9 for generic Romeo Golf Sierra.
Okay. Well.
007 cleared to land runway 29er.
Geez, what do we do there? Do not know. Okay. Probably overspeed. That's what we did. Yep. I got an overspeed warning up here.
007 acknowledge last transmission.
Yeah.
Cleared to land runway 29er 007.
Yeah, it's got to be down in this area in front of us.
What?
Surely. It's a classic. 1 o'clock. It's got to be that, yeah, about 1 o'clock, I think. Okay, get out. Flaps down. There it is. Whew. Okay, talk about get lost in that. Well, I'm not going to make it on the first pass. Okay. Well, that was an exercise in, I was going to say bad navigation, but really is no navigation. I mean, who would have thought all these hills would be looking so similar? Okay, back a bit. That's what we want. Go back. Not that far back. Okay. Found it now. There it is. Now, once you know where it is, it's actually nice flat terrain around it, you know, plenty of clearance. Okay, there's a few hills on the approach. But certainly in this part of the world, if you're in the wrong valley, you haven't got a hope. You haven't got a hope. Maybe I'm just hopeless. Okay. Slow up a bit. So we'll wait till we get up just over the next hill before we turn back. Trying to go and fly before I there it is. Yeah. Thought I'd lost sight of it again. Okay, gear down. Flaps down. Watching the speed into the clouds. And of course this is a pretty clear day, so clouds will complicate it even more. Okay, let's knock it right back to 230 knots. Once again, I did not RTFM, I just jumped straight in. So I'm just going to well, it's supposed to land on carriers, so I reckon it must be able to land about 120, 110. Spot the speed brake. works pretty well. 220, which is still a bit hot, but coming down. 190, 180, 160, 150. Still descending though. 140, 130. Lose the speed brake. Bit of a flare. 120. Okay, we get a stall warning. That's cool. So 120 was about right. A bit more throttle. Oh, it's meant to take a hard landing. It's got carrier rated undercarriage. We made it. Yeah. And it's got good brakes. Wow, that was awesome. Look at that.
007, turn next taxiway.
I'm going to put the parking brake on and shut it down and jump outside. And actually, I'm going to do jump outside with that view. Just have a look at this awesome aircraft. Looks awesome. Awesome and awesome. Pretty as a picture.
007, exit runway when able.
Fantastic. Really enjoyable. And Sarajevo. Very interesting place to fly around, that's for sure.